Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show. And today we have a good video for everyone. Actually, going back to a flashback in Nostalgia Bong Hits history. If you remember when I made this video, leave me a comment and tell me that you remember when I made the video. On my Evolving Skies ETBs compared to holding money in the bank video, I made it a little while back, and I feel like today is a very good day to bring this up and kind of show the data on how good these have performed over a 4-year period of holding them, and talking about my name not being on the list of the greatest PokeTubers. Not even on the list. Vapor was considered A tier, by the way. Poke Plumber is the top tier, and Rudy's the top tier in Nostalgianomics. And Vapor's A tier. Pokemon Joey's like E tier or something like that. He was like listed at the bottom. How I'm not at the top is absolutely hilarious. But they always say the unknown channels are the good channels. So anyway, we're back. We are going to sit everyone over here, and we're going to talk about these boxes in specific. The Elite Trainer box, Evolving Skies boxes, how much I paid for them, what they're worth now, and talking about the craziness in silver and what I think is coming down the pike. So, first off, I made a video back in the day talking about why it was better to put your money in Pokemon than in the bank. And so back when I bought these were $40 each, believe it or not. These are now selling for, I can't even find them in the original boxes, but they're selling for $600 today, for like if you have the window tin. And it's only been like 4 years. I bought these 4 years ago. And if you put your $80 in the bank, you might maybe have 100, probably not even, in 4 years, or you have $1,200 if you bought 2 of these. So, once again, Pokemon absolutely killing putting your money in the bank. But it was a video I made a while back, and didn't get as much recognition as it probably should have, but or it would have made people a lot of money. I think even when I made that video of, you could have bought those for like 80 or 120, something like that. There was still a lot of room for growth. And so, but yeah, it blows my mind that my name is not up there in like S tier, or at least A tier with Vapor, bro. Who in my comments thinks Vapor should be A tier and me not even be on the list is hilarious. But it is what it is. My track record is 1,000 times better than Vapor's. All Vapor did, by the way, was just say to buy Prismatic for like 8 months straight, nonstop, and there were like no other calls. I respect Vapor, but it's like, come on, bro. You guys have seen the list of my shit. I hate to even go over it, but it's like, I called Prismatic right with Vapor. I called Silver at fucking $30. I called Gold at $4,000. I called like the Mew VMAX at $80 from Fusion Strike. It went up to 400. I called like Fusion Strike booster boxes, Chilling Rain booster boxes, Lost Origin booster boxes, Evolving Skies ETBs at $250 when you could have bought them. I was telling you to buy Prismatic PC ETBs over the regular ones. And I also want to make another call, is the Ascended Heroes PC ETB. It's $240 right now. That doesn't seem too terrible. That it probably will be a $400 ETB as well. So, I mean, that is a decent move to consider making. But I do want to talk about the crazy Black Swan event and why I think it's incoming, that it could happen this week. And I know I've said that before, but oh my God, like, the job numbers came in. I really want to talk about this. The job numbers are negative 100,000, guys. Negative 92,000. Basically negative 100,000 jobs. The media was trying to tell you it was plus 100 grand. and then plus 50 grand. They cut the number in half. It came back negative 100,000 jobs, guys. Like, and trust me, like, you guys seen that shift video I made where, like, the news is like, their only defense was like, well, the job numbers are great. Now they're terrible, dude. They're in the negative 100,000 fucking rank, which blows my mind. But I told you guys that this was the case. And then it was the gas prices are still good. Gas, by the way, is almost $4 a gallon. It's 3.75. And these job numbers were before the war and before gas going up. And gas also raises job numbers when gas goes up. Um, and we're in a war. This is before the war. Who wants to work a job all the time? Well, we might get blown up tomorrow any fucking way. Um, the job numbers are going to be really bad. They already are bad. Like, this is like, mainstream media has already admitted that the job numbers are negative 92,000. That it really is a perfect black swan event for silver. And I know I've said it before. I know silver seems boring. You're going to have to go through the pain of holding it. It's going to be painful. I know it sounds painful right now. You've never seen silver go past 120. I've heard the arguments, blah, 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 blah. But we've never had a black swan event as enormous as this is. Low job numbers, the media completely lying about it, and silver still holding strong at $84. Gold holding strong, still above 5K. Like, that's still very strong compared to where we were at. Silver was 30 when I was first recommending to buy it, and with these horrendous job numbers, mainstream media wasn't even calling this. And this is, like I said, before the war, before gas. So we could end at 200,000, down 200,000 jobs, 150,000 at least. And the jobs aren't even worth it anymore. It's all a fucking scam. And people are saying, fuck this system. And this should be a massive run up for silver come Monday. Monday is going to be very interesting to pay attention to. The markets are now closed, of course, during this huge news drop of the job numbers. And I don't think anyone's talking about it on YouTube either. I don't think most of them even really understood the job numbers yet, but they are negative 92,000. Once again, this channel putting you ahead of the information before anybody else does. That's why I'm like, how the fuck is Vapor better than us? But whatever. Like, I'll gladly take it. I don't really care. I'd rather not be a known channel anyway. I fucking hate most of the Pokemon community. Like, they're all like whiny bitches. But, yeah, like, it really is looking fucking crazy. And I think this week we might see a massive surge in silver. Um, and it could get crazy. It might not, but those job numbers are horrendous. Like, negative 92,000 is huge. And gold going up. Like, gold's already a fuck you to the system, and then terrible job numbers is already a mega fuck you to this system. And, the McDonald's CEO eating that burger, that was like icing on the cake for a lot of people with the Epstein files and war, like, and every celebrity, every politician being like pretty much spotted as like corrupt, Bill Gates being terrible in an interview, Hillary Clinton flipping out in an interview. Like, this is a global shift of people having no choice but to wake up to this stuff, to where even the normies are now not denying it. Even people I talk to that think, people are crazy for these beliefs are agreeing with me now, saying, yeah, this is ridiculous. And which is shocking to me. But pretty much everybody in agreement with this system's dog shit, or the U.S. government and Federal Reserve need abolished. And the awakening is truly here. And I think the CEO not eating its own food really pushed things over the edge, and the negative job numbers are just tremendously bad. So really be watching silver and gold over the next week. It should be a very interesting show, and if you haven't grabbed any now, I truly don't think it'll get much better. I mean, only 86 an ounce to 90 right now is a screaming buy in my opinion. But do what you want. Now, the next thing I want to recommend on this channel before it gets out of control is Paldea Vault Booster Bundles. We've already seen 151 hit 150. Paldea Vault Booster Bundles are still sitting at 80, and Destin Rivals at 60, 70. In my opinion, the Paldea Vault ones are screaming by because of the Magikarp, and they look cool as hell for a booster bundle. And I know people ask me to always recommend affordable stuff, so Paldea Vault Booster Bundles, not a terrible idea. Hell, compared to an ounce of silver, it's like that's about your choices. An ounce of silver or Paldea Vault bundling. That kind of does give silver a run for its money, don't it? But still, both two good $80 investments that I highly recommend on the channel, that I don't think are bad at all. Prismatic Evolutions PCETBs almost breaking the 500 range, which is absolutely insane. The next thing I want to talk about is 2 years ago you could have bought the Island Mew. Listen to this, from Southern Islands. It was $4,500 in a PSA 10. It is now over $100,000 if you bought it 2 years ago. Insane gain. It makes you wonder if money's even real at this point. Like, imagine buying something for less than $5,000 that's now worth $100,000 to $120,000. Southern Islands Mew. Whew. You could get it out of a box, a Pokemon box that costs, I forget, it's like 10K, I think. And you could get the card out of it and try to grade it. But getting a 10's probably rough as hell. But still, you could have actually bought the 10 for $4,500, and it's now over $100,000, which is insane. There was one that was up for sale for $125,000. He probably would end up taking $115,000. But still, if you bought it dirt cheap, that was a crazy gain in 2 years. But just going to show that most Pokemon really, if you do research on it, it really does outperform. Definitely outperforms leaving your money in the bank at 5% interest or less. And that's why, a while ago I made a video like this with these ETBs, and we hold 20 of them. Crazy to see them at basically $600, which is just wild. But yeah, so that's everything I really wanted to talk about. How I'm not on the list is mind-blowingly hilarious, because most of the people just don't know like how important my channel is, because it hasn't exploded everywhere to where every douchebag sees it yet. So that's why I like it like that. But I think eventually it'll be like, oh shit, and then I get looped in there with vapor. Anyway, that's all we got for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it. We're out.